watching WYLN's Late Edition News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's Late Edition for Thursday, August 8th, 2013. I'm Lisa Sugart. Tonight, details on how you can experience a workshop with a United Nations Art Ambassador, and we're privileged to have the ambassador join us live this evening. It is a well-known tradition in the city of Hazleton. Ann Gownley previews the Feast of the Madonna del Monte. In sports, it was Media Day for Penn State Nittany Lions football team. Beth Mensinger has the latest, and meteorologist Joe Garbachik's here with that all-important weekend forecast. But first, Late Edition's look at tonight's top stories. Supervisors in Banks Township will soon be headed to court after being served with a lawsuit at its monthly meeting this morning. Late Edition's Ann Gownley has the details.
Let's get the meeting back to talking sensible as people.
Then why were you in my Freeland SED class? Why were you in my Freeland SED?
This building for what? None of these people want it. No people's taxes are going to be raised because of it.
First of all, let's put in
oh, come on.
No, that's a lie.
Seriously?
That's a lie.
Banks Township supervisors expected just that from many of the disgruntled residents over the purchase of the former Capriotti's building for a new municipal building. But what they didn't expect was an officer from the Carbon County Sheriff's Office to serve them with court papers just as the meeting began.
He served Mr. Babowski and Ms. Schott with copies of the lawsuits filed by Mr. Schallis and Mr. Clark. As far as I could tell, and I went through them while Ms. Schott was reading the financial report, they're identical as far as I can tell. And what we're going to do is, I looked over the allegations. In my opinion, they don't appear to be very strong. It doesn't look like a good lawsuit to me.
Waco says they will be defending the lawsuit against Babowski and Schott, and because it is only filed by two residents, Joe Clark and Charles Schallis, Waco says it doesn't represent the entire township. Attorney Waco says residents need to understand that the building could be used in several ways, from a senior center to a place to hold birthday parties. Supervisors Babowski and Schott say they are still proceeding with the purchase, and because they are in a contract, they legally cannot stop the sale without being in danger of losing the deposit.
Condemned for doing something good, which I always want. That is why I took this job, to do something good in this town. And now that we can manage to do something good, we're being condemned for it. Why? I don't understand. And here's the best part. And we're not asking anybody else for an extra penny. There's no taxes going up. What's wrong with these people?
One resident we spoke with believes that if the township continues with the sale, taxes will eventually go up and the township will be bankrupt.
Nobody really wants this Capriotti's building. It's a waste of money. They should be putting the money into the roads, doing something with the playground for the kids, better garbage pickup if that's what they need. Nobody wants this Capriotti's building. It's a waste of money. It's a huge waste of money.
If taxes aren't going to be raised according to supervisors, one resident had this question.
Why isn't there a representative from the bank here to tell us that we have enough money? Because actually, I don't believe you that we have enough money. I think the treasurer should be here telling us that we have enough bank.
It's right there, they have it.
Now, why don't you call the bank up now, put it on loudspeaker, and let us hear from the bank.
I instructed Joe to make sure that there was enough money there. So along with the CPA, right here, Mr. Waco. Okay? He was our solicitor.
I know it's you.
Right.
All right, whatever.
He dealt with the bank and he dealt with the CPA. There's more than enough money to do this without a tax increase, and there's always enough. In fact, when we get to the forensic audit, there's things that will be explained to you.
Also this morning, supervisors discussed having security at each meeting to protect everyone.
My car's been vandalized personally. Okay, we've had at least one incident and this did not happen at a meeting, but we've had one incident in which a citation was filed by the state police for an incident involving one of our workers. Things get out of hand and people don't want to settle down and get into control.
The last two meetings that I attended, they were out of order, completely out of order. Some of the comments the presidents made and the supervisors made and Waco made, they're not right. in my opinion.
Supervisor Rick Propiglia was not at this morning's meeting because he was on vacation, and residents tell us that is why Babowski and Schott moved the meeting up to this week rather than next. In Banks Township, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
How much did the whole lawsuit cost for you?
If we wish to do so, I mean, not me.
Money. Solicitor Joe Waco says some of it is simply delinquents.
Around $39,000 in taxes that are simply not due and overpaid in various categories. A lot of them are garbage fees, per capita tax, just simply not being paid.
But he says the balance of it is more mysterious.
How much did the whole lawsuit cost for you?
If we wish to do so, I mean, not me. Claims that can make against us based on have around $39,000 in taxes that are simply not due and overpaid in various categories. A lot of them are garbage fees, per capita tax, just simply not being paid. We have discrepancies that total approximately $10,000 that it's unknown where the money is or was or is, but there's a discrepancy that is right now can't be resolved for tax years 2010 and 2011 in the amount of approximately a total of $10,000, and there's just no, they can't account for it. So because they can't find it, so to speak, I think at this time we're going to contact the appropriate Pennsylvania authorities.
Banks Township Solicitor Joe Waco. In other news tonight, with crime seemingly on the rise, Wilkes-Barre Mayor Tom Layton announced a proposed ordinance that he hopes will stem it. L.A. Tyrone has that story.
7 murders in 7 months. It's hard to go 2 days without reports of gunshots being fired. Wilkes-Barre's got a crime problem. Most of those have been confined to 4 neighborhoods: the Heights, the neighboring Mayflower section, the Iron Triangle, and South Wilkes-Barre. Mayor Tom Layton also believes many of them involve rental properties. Today, he announced a proposed ordinance that would allow the city to shut down rental units over repeated criminal activity.
Under my administration's proposal, a rental unit or an entire property may be shut down for 6 months for any narcotics or weapon charge as defined by Pennsylvania law. This is the next evolution of our continued approach to tighten regulations of rental properties in our neighborhoods that historically have been the foundation for much of the narcotics and crime issues that jeopardize the integrity of our city neighborhoods.
Layton says the proposal has teeth and will be used.
This ordinance imposes a tough standard for the property owner, the property manager, and most of all, the tenants themselves, to become active in reporting criminal actions to the police or administration officials. We are not looking to punish property owners who are trying to keep up their property, recruit good tenants, and improve the quality of life in our neighborhoods. But we're not going to permit people to turn a blind eye to criminal activity for the sake of collecting a guaranteed rent check.
The 5-page proposal notes several violations specifically, things such as code violations, condemned areas of a complex, implied drug activity.
Any owner who has knowledge of criminal activity related to drugs and or weapon violations will face a shutdown of their unit or rental property for a period of 6 months. The narcotics trade erodes the safety of our community and inspires violence on our streets. Our new one-strike doctrine will provide a serious incentive for property owners to not value profit above their responsibility.
And he says if an owner or a manager tries to reopen a complex during the shutdown period, the clock starts all over again. State Representative Eddie Pashinsky flanked Layton and says Wilkes-Barre's problems aren't unusual. All third-class cities have them. And he says the Commonwealth can play a role.
We have tried several pieces of legislation in the past that deal with absentee landlords and ordinances. I think the situation again will spur that conversation, and I would ask all of you to participate in that.
Layton says this one strike and you're out approach, as he calls it, is part of a crackdown that started a few weeks ago.
The numbers speak for themselves. Since July 12th, the anti-crime unit alone has been involved in numerous investigations targeting violent crimes and concentrating enforcement in high crime areas. The unit, along with the Pennsylvania State Police, have executed 4 search warrants in several locations throughout the city, resulting in numerous arrests and the seizure of illegal drugs, weapons, and proceeds from drug trafficking.
City Council meets Tuesday night. It is expected to consider it. L.A. Tehran, WILN's Late Edition.
Thanks, L.A. An accident on Wilkes-Barre Boulevard injured a man and caused traffic havoc. It happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon at the Market Street intersection. Police say the driver went out of control and slammed into a light pole. That knocked out traffic signals. Traffic was down to a crawl on both the Boulevard and Market Streets. The driver's name has not been released, but he was seen bloodied being loaded into an ambulance. It was a celebration of a life that was lost much too soon. Tonight, many turned out to help preserve the memory of a young woman who dedicated her life to helping others. A huge crowd gathered Thursday evening for a party on the patio at Dementi's restaurant in Mountaintop. They came to celebrate the life of Dr. Jennifer Sideri, who died suddenly just days after graduating from the Commonwealth Medical College in Scranton.
It's humbling. It really is to see the turnout that we're having in Jenny's honor and in her name. It gives us a deeper sense of what she really meant to people and adds to our drive to make sure that through the scholarship fund we return that generosity back to some future med student in the community they may serve.
Peter Sideri is Jennifer's father. The family is in the process of creating a scholarship fund that will allow Jennifer's legacy to live on in the work to be done in her name.
It will be awarded at first to a single med student. We hope it to be a full scholarship. And the timeline, it's probably at least 2 years out because we're going to build it to the point where it's endowed, meaning that it will live on by itself after we're gone.
Family, friends, local officials, and total strangers all gathered to remember the young woman who dedicated her life to helping others.
This is going to go towards helping many other medical students be able to go to college and pursue the dreams that she was pursuing. And it's going to go towards a lot of really good things. And so I'm just very happy to be here in support of that. There's a great crowd tonight, and this is one of many events that's going to take place. They had a bike race that was very successful. So I'm just glad to be here and to support it.
Anyone who would like to help make this scholarship become a reality can contact the Commonwealth Medical College for more information. Meanwhile, Peter Sideri hopes that his daughter's life will also serve as an inspiration for others.
All her life, she exhibited an almost total selflessness, an ability to see beyond herself and do things for other people. And we would ask everybody at some point in their daily life, do one good thing. It doesn't have to be a donation to a scholarship, but if you can do one good thing in your life for one person with her in mind, that would mean a lot to us.
Again, donations can be made by contacting the Commonwealth Medical College in Scranton. Hazleton police are looking for a 12-year-old city boy who ran away from home this morning. Ryan Gonzalez was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and yellow shorts. He's 4 feet 5 inches tall with a small build, black hair, and brown eyes. Police ask that anyone with any information on his whereabouts please call 911. Dairy Queen in Kingston is looking to make more miracles happen for young children. They call it Miracle Treat Day. Manager Cheryl Lewis says this Dairy Queen's been helping to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network for over 20 years. Proceeds will be donated to the Children's Miracle Network Telethon to benefit the Janet Wise Children's Hospital in Danville. There was plenty for everyone to enjoy besides ice cream, free games, face painting for the children, along with a basket auction.
The response so far has been absolutely fantastic. We are also selling the Miracle Balloons, where all those proceeds will also go to the hospital. So far we've sold 6,100 and some balloons, which is much better than last year, and we'll be doing that for a while. The event today goes on until 10 o'clock tonight.
And Lewis said balloons can still be purchased until September. Also today, in honor of its 50th anniversary, Dairy Queen on Wyoming Avenue cut the prices of its popular ice cream and treats in half. This Kingston area Dairy Queen was the first of its kind in our area. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Well, time now to find out what the forecast has in store for our weekend. Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is outdoors right now in our Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with the latest. Joe?
Thanks very much, Lisa. Well, the rain does continue to fall outside our TV station in Hazleton. We do have some showers and thunderstorms to talk about on radar. And if you were outside today, you'll notice that there was some humidity in the air. Still some humidity in the air at this 10 o'clock hour. Precipitation-wise, still not too much going on across the Northeast, but here's a look at some of the totals throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And the winners at this point happen to be Johnstown. Almost 3 inches of rain has fallen over 24 hours, as well as Allentown coming in with just about 1.25 inches over 24 hours. We'll talk how much more rain we're going to see and what we can expect this upcoming weekend coming up next.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Making your house a home. Visit us for the lowest prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics. This month, save 50% on Sealy mattresses or save up to $100 on select Lazy Boy furniture. And ask about our interest-free financing plans. Shop GrandCentral.com or visit us on Vine Street in Hazleton or Route 93 in Hazel Township.
Everybody shops Grand Central, making your house a home.
Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, don't miss their 3-day meat sale starting Wednesday and ending Friday. Stock up and save.
We do have the rain falling across a lot of our viewing area as I speak at this 10 o'clock hour. Some of it coming down quite heavy at times, as indicated by the yellows and oranges on our Live 35 Skycast Doppler as you head further toward the north and east. Not a whole lot going on, but this unstable weather is going to continue with us as we head through tonight and as we head into tomorrow. Looks like another chance of seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms, but a lot of the time it will be dry, but keep the umbrella handy with you if in fact you have to do anything outdoors for an extended period of time. Our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, we're at 70 degrees. Notice the dew point number. It is now up to 70. It's been hanging on to that for a while, which means you walk outside, you do feel some of that humidity in the air. Humidity now with the rain falling is 100%. We've picked up now 0.02 of an inch of precipitation since midnight. Our Robert Stevens Face and Body Almanac page for the day, 78 and 63. The averages are 81 and 60, 94 and 44. Record high and low still stand. Sun comes up tomorrow, 6:08 in the morning. Temperature-wise, 70 in Shenandoah, 73 in Berwick, 71 in Monroe City, and 73 degrees in Bloomsburg. Satellite and radar. Well, you can see the instability in the atmosphere across the northeast, some severe weather as you head toward the central part of the nation. Closer to home, you can see those showers, some thunderstorms throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. That unstable weather stays with us through tonight, and as we head into tomorrow and even in part of tomorrow night, then the front clears. Everything clears out nicely for the weekend. It should stay dry. Tonight, though, it's going to be muggy out there, dropping into the 70s, upper 60s. Tomorrow, upper 70s, lower 80s. Tomorrow night, dropping down generally into the 60s, maybe some upper 50s, and near 80 degrees as we head toward the noontime hour on our Saturday. So a chance of some torrential downpours for tomorrow, some showers and thunderstorms, but this weekend is going to continue to remain dry. So we got 60s, some lower 70s. It will be humid tonight, some of those showers, even a possibility of a thunderstorm. Same holds true for tomorrow, 70s and lower 80s. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. So as we go into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it stays dry. In fact, next week not looking too bad, but temperature-wise will continue to remain below where we should be for this time of year. Our daily evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, a daily 116, the big 4, 2869. Quinto numbers looking like this, 51795, and a cash 5, 141726. And 42. Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Well, coming up next, we have some very special guests in our studio tonight. We'll tell you why they're here right after the break.
Did you hear about the new grooming place in town? Yep. Should we try them out?
Nope. You two need to go to the Lazy Dog. Steve and Melissa always take good care of us, and we look fantastic.
Don't go anywhere but the Lazy Dog. They are great at what they do. They are locally owned and reasonably priced. Why would you even think about going to a big box groomer?
You're right, pups. I'm going to the Lazy Dog for all my grooming.
The Lazy Dog, your locally owned, locally operated groomer, serving the Hazelton area since 2009.
Hey everyone, want some close-to-home fun? Join the Keystone Active Zone Passport program to create your own backyard adventure exploring parks, trails, and events. It's fun, easy, and it's free. This year's Passport has more than 30 stops. Enjoy Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre and Pittston. Explore the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor and more. Register at kazpassport.org. Visit as many stops as you want. Each stop has a question. Find the answers and log them in on the website. Start exploring today.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazelton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
People have a very jaded opinion of contractors. At the Wire Guys, we completely turn that experience on its head. My electrician is going to show up and wear shoe covers. Be respectful. We are the cleanest contractors that you'll ever use. Before he even starts, he's going to give you a price in writing that he's going to stick to. I want them to be your superhero when they walk out that door. Call me. If we're late, you get paid.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tamaqua, PA is a three-generation family-owned and operated dealership entering their 33rd year of business and continues to uphold the family philosophy that every customer should be treated as part of the family. Stop in and let them show you how they honor these values. You'll meet a family member in every department, from finding your new car in sales to low interest rates and financing and extending your vehicle's life and service.
Give us the opportunity to show you. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you.
The WILN Weather Center brings you precise weather information you need to plan your day. And now you can get the latest weather conditions online anytime at WILNTV.com. Utilizing the latest technology, meteorologist Joe Garbacik brings you the most accurate weather information available, including webcams to view current road conditions and detailed maps of our area. For a full, detailed, and accurate daily weather report, watch WILN Weather with Joe Garbacik weekdays at 5 and 10 and online anytime at WILNTV.com.
Welcome back to Late Edition. Well, it is not every night that we can say that we are honored to have a United Nations Art Ambassador in our studios, and that's exactly who we have here this evening, Mr. Ibiyinka Alao, who is the UN Art Ambassador and is here from Nigeria.
Yeah, that's right.
And to his right is Allison Maisie, who is the event organizer for this wonderful art event that we're going to tell you about, taking place at the historic Brainerd Church in Cybertsville. First of all, thank you so much.
Well,
a pleasure to have you here tonight. Allison, we can't thank you
us.
enough for bringing the ambassador here this evening. This is wonderful.
Well, thank you so much.
First of all, you're no stranger to our area. You've been here many times before.
That's right. I've been to some of the local schools, the Valley Elementary School, the Hazelton YMCA, and things like that. It's been a tremendous joy being around here, and I love the people that I've met, and it really does fulfill for me the purpose of my job as a UN Art Ambassador, because meeting different people from different parts of the world proves to me that it is really possible that we can all live in peace with each other, be agents or become messengers of peace around the world. So it's really an honor. Thank you for having us here today, and I'm looking forward to the event on Monday at the Brainerd Church.
And that's exactly why you're here. You'll be here for quite a while, though. You'll be at other events as well. But
That's right.
The reason we're here tonight, Allison, you were lucky enough to have the ambassador take part in a special workshop at the historic Brainerd Church in the one-room schoolhouse. So tell us how that came about.
Well, it's funny. I would go to the Brainerd Church a lot. I'm a photographer, and I would take pictures, and I just fell in love with the area and asked the committee if there was anything I could do to help them. They need to raise funds for certain things, and so I thought that possibly I was connected with Ibiyinka and asked him if he would come to the church and do a workshop with the children. So he said yes, and we're lucky, very lucky to have him.
You make it sound so easy. An international guest to teach art. How wonderful is that? So now on Monday, you said anyone, children of all ages, are
That's
welcome
right.
to come out.
That's right.
And
That's
what will you
right.
be doing?
And I really enjoy working with children. But it's adult children. Everyone, I believe, is welcome. And so I find out that working with children and adults alike that I meet around the world, starting early really does help to foster that spirit of oneness around the world. Many people believe today that to learn to live in harmony with each other, we have to look up to nature and look at each other from different cultures for the answer. It may sound like a utopian idea, but like every idea that has advanced the history of civilization, it is a necessary one. We need peace around the world more and more today, and I think that children get it, and art is a cable that opens our heart, or is a tool that helps to open our heart so that we may grow to know peace. It's limited sometimes what we can do with discussion, like talking to each other, but through art and culture, we see that we can get into each other's heart. And at the end of the day, we all really just want peace. Whether the person lives in Australia or China or Nigeria or London or the United States, we all are looking for peace of mind. And so using art to do that is a really powerful tool.
You are a major accomplished artist, so they are going to be getting lessons from someone who really knows what is going on. We're looking at some of the beautiful pieces that you have done.
There's a lot of music in it, and we are actually on Monday, apart from the actual painting workshop, we are also going to do some drumming and have a drum circle with everyone. So I think, Allison, we have been talking about it, that people are encouraged to bring their own drums or just any object that you can find in your home, whether it's a pot, whether it's a bucket, just anything to make sound with.
Is this the piece that they're going to be?
That's right. So I'm going to show this piece, which is called Grace, that even the world can pass through.
If we could leave that back up.
Yeah, you'll see that it's very colorful. That's because from West Africa, countries that are close to the equator, closer to the sun, so we see things a lot brighter. And that particular piece is inspired by the idea of a quilt. It's called Grace, named after my mother, because that's her name. She's a tailor. So the sky. If you look at the sky very well and look towards the right hand corner, you will notice a needle. So sewing together the different pieces of a fabric. Some of it is new, some of it is old and worn out. And if we ask anyone that what is your favorite color, probably if you look at the sky, somebody somewhere has seen will see a color that they like very much, and maybe some others that they don't like, but it doesn't matter. They are all put together. It becomes the quilt of our lives.
I apologize. We're already running low on time, but we're going to have you come back to be on Topic A as a guest, because L.A. said he would love to speak more in depth with you about what you'll be doing. But just very quickly before we end this evening, Allison, how do they come to the event on Monday?
We'll just come to the Brainerd Church in Cybertsville and at 10:30 on Monday, and if they'd like to, they can call me at 582-5256, and just so we have a general idea of how many people to expect, and that would be great.
Alrighty, it's $5 per person, just so you know, and our pleasure. Thank you both. Thank you for bringing the ambassador here, Mr. Ambassador. It's been a true honor to have you here, and we hope to have him back on Topic A as well. Come out and learn some beautiful art techniques and about the world itself and how everyone is really a little alike. We'll just share a love of art on Monday. Beth will be in with Penn State Media Day when we come right back on Late Edition.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the first annual COPS event. It's taking place on September 21st right here at the Butler Township Community Center. This event, brought to you by WYLN 35 in Hazleton, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance, and other area sponsors, will consist of a 5K run, 5K walk, kids fun run, open air concert, free cookout for the community, crafters, tricky trays, and so much more. Proceeds from this event will go to benefit 4 area police departments. When you call these men and the men and women they serve with, they're going to be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule and be there for them?
If you want the entire story, then you want WYLN's Late Edition. More than headlines, more than interviews. It's the whole story. In-depth discussions on hot topics and more. Plus, meteorologist Joe Garbacic gives you the area's most accurate weather report from the WYLN Weather Center. Get the whole story on WYLN's Late Edition. Weeknights at 10 on WYLN. We're your local network.
The 2013 Penn State Nittany Lion football team heads into the season with worries about depth at quarterback and at linebacker. The one place where they are stocked is the offensive line. Lots of people say it all begins up front in football, and if that old adage is true, the Nittany Lions should be in for a successful 2013. Ken Kara was in State College for the Nittany Lions Media Day today and has more.
This preseason has been all about Penn State senior guard John Urschel. This summer, the senior earned the Big Ten Medal of Honor, an award given to an athlete who excels on the field and in the classroom. Urschel, a 4.0 student who already has a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in mathematics, stole the show at Big Ten Media Days with his speech. But he's not the only one on the offensive line with intelligence, talent, and the gift to entertain.
And so far in the first 3 days, that core group of 6 to 8 guys there has done a nice job. And so they are, you're right, they're very high character guys and tough guys, smart, they communicate well. There's some characters up there. Diffenbach, he's got another career as I won't say what, Saturday Night Live or something like that.
Live from University Park, it's Penn State Football Media Day, featuring offensive lineman Miles Diffenbach.
I don't know why he had that impression. I just think Coach O'Brien probably doesn't have the greatest sense of humor, if I had to guess. But I don't know, man.
So you don't think he finds you funny?
No, he probably does. I don't know why, but I don't know. I do some pretty funny things every now and then, just trying to keep things alive around the team and keep things going.
But seriously, the Lions' offensive line is deep with lots of veterans like seniors Adam Gress, Eric Shrive, Ty Howell, and Urschel.
We're a very smart and aggressive group, and that's really what you want as a unit. You know, we have very good depth, and one thing Coach Mack and Coach O'Brien is always preaching to us is just be aggressive as an offensive line, and that's something that we're trying to accomplish.
Last year, the line opened up lanes for running back Zach Zwinak, who had 1,000 yards rushing on the season, and they protected quarterback Matt McGloin, who threw for over 3,000 yards. And that was after learning a whole new offense during the off-season.
I think we feel lots better. You know, we have a hold of the offense. We're a lot farther ahead than we were last year at this time. So, you know, it's great moving forward, you know, playing together and being able to, you know, be confident in your assignments.
So the members of Penn State's offensive line are calm, confident, and definitely outgoing. If you haven't got that by now, here's one more piece of evidence. 2 members of the line were asked to do a Vine video. If you don't know what a Vine video is, I suggest you find out and then find the full version of this one.
Okay. Miles Diefenbach.
Okay, and your position?
Left guard.
Okay, do you want to play?
Miles has a serious future in comedy. Probably one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life, and he could have his own show, and it might be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Urschel and Miles Diefenbach are 2 wild and crazy guys, but when it comes to their work on the field and in the classroom, they're all business. You've already heard about Urschel's resume. Well, Diefenbach won the Frank Patrick Total Commitment Award in the spring. The award is given to a junior class member who displays a total commitment to academics, off-season preparation, in-season commitment, and community service. The O-line's success on the field and off of it gives Penn State fans a lot to smile about. In University Park, for WILN's Late Edition, I'm Ken Kara.
We will have much more on the Nittany Lions in the coming weeks before they kick off their 2013 season against Syracuse August 31st at MetLife Stadium. We also have much more Late Edition coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today. Go Hog Wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WILN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Live, America's favorite pastime on your local network, WILN TV 35. See the Major League stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WILN TV 35. Visit WILNTV.com for a complete Iron Pig schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WILN, your home for live sports.
Recapping tonight's top story, supervisors in Banks Township will soon be headed to court after being served with a lawsuit this morning at its monthly meeting. Late Edition's Ann Gownley has the details.
Let's get the meeting back to talking sensible as people.
Then why were you in my Freeland SED class? Why were you in my Freeland SED?
This building for what? None of these people want it. No. People's taxes are going to be raised because of it.
No, first of all, let the police.
Oh, come on.
No, that's a lie.
Seriously?
That's a lie.
Banks Township supervisors expected just that from many of the disgruntled residents over the purchase of the former Capriotti's building for a new municipal building. But what they didn't expect was an officer from the Carbon County Sheriff's Office to serve them with court papers just as the meeting began.
He served Mr. Babowski and Ms. Schott with copies of the lawsuits filed by Mr. Schallis and Mr. Clark. As far as I could tell, and I went through them while Ms. Schott was reading the financial report, they're identical as far as I can tell. And what we're going to do is, I looked over the allegations. in my opinion, they don't appear to be very strong. It doesn't look like a good lawsuit to me.
Waco says they will be defending the lawsuit against Babowski and Schott, and because it is only filed by 2 residents, Joe Clark and Charles Shallis, Waco says it doesn't represent the entire township. Attorney Waco says residents need to understand that the building could be used in several ways, from a senior center to a place to hold birthday parties. Supervisors Babowski and Schott say they are still proceeding with the purchase, and because they are in a contract, they legally cannot stop the sale without being in danger of losing the deposit.
Condemned for doing something good, which I always want. That is why I took this job, to do something good in this town. And now that we can manage to do something good, we're being condemned for it. Why? I don't understand. And here's the best part. And we're not asking anybody else for an extra penny. There's no taxes going up. What's wrong with these people?
One resident we spoke with believes that if the township continues, taxes will eventually go up and the township will be bankrupt.
Nobody really wants this Capriati's building. It's a waste of money. They should be putting the money into the roads, doing something with the playground for the kids, better garbage pickup if that's what they need. Nobody wants this Capriati's building. It's a waste of money. It's a huge waste of money.
If taxes aren't going to be raised according to supervisors, one resident had this question.
Why isn't there a representative from the bank here to tell us that we have enough money? Because actually, I don't believe you, that we have enough money. I think the treasurer should be here telling us that we have enough bank. Well, why don't you call the bank up now, put it on loudspeaker, and let us hear from the bank.
I instructed Joe to make sure that there was enough money there. So along with the CPA, right here, Mr. Waco. Okay? He was our solicitor.
I know he's here.
Right.
All right, whatever.
He dealt with the bank and he dealt with the CPA. There's more than enough money to do this without a tax increase, and there's always enough. In fact, when we get to the forensic audit, there's things that will be explained to you.
Also this morning, supervisors discussed having security at each meeting to protect everyone.
My car's been vandalized personally, okay? We've had at least one incident and this did not happen at a meeting, but we've had one incident in which a citation was filed by the state police for an incident involving one of our workers. Things get out of hand and people don't want to settle down and get into control.
The last 2 meetings that I attended, they were out of order, completely out of order. Some of the comments the presidents made and the supervisors made and Waco made, they're not right, in my opinion.
Supervisor Rick Propiglia was not at this morning's meeting because he was on vacation, and residents tell us that is why Babowski and Schott moved the meeting up to this week rather than next. In Banks Township, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Thanks, Ann, and that's a look at tonight's top story recap. When we come back, Ann Gownley will preview a very popular ethnic tradition in the Hazleton area. Plus, Beth is back in with the second half of sports.
And we got some more rain to talk about in our forecast. We'll talk how much longer this rain will last across our region, what we can expect this upcoming weekend. But let's go back into August, and this is a look at the infamous hurricanes throughout the month of August. The one that really should stick out is Katrina back in 2005. We'll talk more about the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Welcome to Robert Stevens Face and Body, Hazleton's complete skincare center. Here, our licensed specialists will consult with you to discuss your skincare needs, rejuvenate you with our special facial treatments, and apply gentle, relaxing massages to melt your tension away, using all state-of-the-art technical treatments and superior skin products. So call today and let the transformation begin at Robert Stevens Face and Body, 788-7546.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN, your first choice for locally produced shows like Chef Lou, Jen-tastic Sweets, Off the Beaten Path, The Storm, and more. Find out how you can stretch your advertising dollars and be a part of the WYLN TV lineup. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1302. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back to Late Edition. I'm Ann Gownley, and I'm here in Hazleton at MPB Church for the big festival happening this weekend. I'm here with Lauren and Lauren. And Lauren, you tell me a little bit about this festival and what it means to the Hazleton area, because I know when we come down here, it's packed. Everybody's here.
This is 114 years that this festival has been going on. This is the 3rd or 4th year that I'm involved with it. It's a big get-together for our church, big community event. It's pretty much to bring everybody together, back together, just a one-stop shop really for a good weekend. From the food that we offer, to the tricky trays inside, to Mass on Sunday, to the procession. It's really all focused all around the Blessed Mother. That's the whole main focus of our weekend. And all this is just an added bonus to kind of top it off. It's 114 years that it's going strong, although this year you'll notice that it's shrunk down in a sense. It's on 4th Street between the stop sign and the alleyway, right next to the church. We've shrunk it down a little bit, and we're bringing it back to its original roots to kind of block party in a sense theme, but not really. It's a lot more homier, a lot more welcoming. We have a ton of off-street parking now, and a parking lot. So then this way there's no excuse for people to say they don't come because there's nowhere to park, because we have a ton of parking for you this year. We also have a ton of spots for everybody to eat, from inside to outside to everywhere. It's just a good fun weekend.
So it's good for no matter what kind of weather we get. Hopefully it'll be sunny.
Yes, we are open. That's a good point. We are open, rain or shine. We are fully covered the entire street, our grounds, the grass, the inside. So there's really no excuse for someone not to come this year.
Awesome. And what can people that do come expect to see when they come to this festival, for those who have been coming for many, many years, and for those that have just moved to the area and want to check out the festival?
Well, a lot of the time we still are doing, going to do the procession and everything, and we're still going to have a lot of the same foods. We are changing some foods. We do offer wings this year, but we still have our fried dough. We still have our potato pancakes, and we do have foods actually inside and outside, so there is available no matter what. Like she said, rain or shine, we are here. We also have, the tricky trays. We do have games. We have 2 wheels. We have baskets of cheer that we're chancing off for $1. It's just a good, fun weekend, like Lauren said, that we'll have fun.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
I think just the whole atmosphere, everybody getting together and coming together as a community and as a church. It's just very inspiring that we can still, after 114 years, continue this, great thing.
And Lauren, I know there's a lot of food favorites that people want to know about. Same types of foods. Tell me some about it.
Sure, we have most of your traditional favorites that you'll find at any Italian festival. We have a good cheesesteak sandwich with horseradish and roasted peppers. We have a sausage and pepper hoagie. We have fried dough, fried tavern pizza, pizza by the pan, pizza by the slice. We also have grilled peaches this year with vanilla ice cream and a caramel drizzle, and pretty much a built-up dessert stand from our generic cannolis that we just used to serve. We have a beer tent this year with soda being offered as well. Along with that, we also have hamburgers, cheeseburgers. I think that's really everything. Yeah, and all your pierogies. We can't forget pierogies because everybody comes here looking for the pierogies and the halushki we have this year. We didn't have last year.
And what was the rest that you?
Sausage and peppers are also inside, or a sausage hoagie, whatever you would like to do.
Awesome. And there's also, besides this festival, there's also other special events that are happening. There's the procession. You want to tell me a little bit about it and the times that everyone can expect it?
Sure. We kick off the day with Mass at 10 o'clock and followed by that Mass, usually about 11:30, give or take a few minutes. All of the Chintis, which are the candle houses, we have approximately 30 that will line up, and everybody will line up, going right up the street, and we go on it's about 1.5 miles, a little shy of 2 miles. We'll have the Italian music playing. We have gentlemen that sit with the girls on the float collecting different donations for our church. They give handouts of different kinds of pins, holy memorabilia. This year we're also selling red and white rose corsages for the mothers and grandmothers. That's another interesting thing we have this year. And after that, when it comes back, most of all the families will go back to do their own picnic or their own thing and come back to the grounds later on. But this year we are having a pasta dinner from 12 to 3, where you can come in, feed your family. We take people at the door, seat you accordingly, or you could do takeout as well. And then the grounds will open up from 4 to 8 on Sunday night, and then that concludes our weekend. All these months of preparing, and it goes like that.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to the community to get them to come out, or anything that you want them to know?
Well, since we did downsize, I know a lot of people every year, every time we always have this picnic, it always rains, but we are covered inside. So that's something. We also have the parking. I know we got a lot of complaints about people not being able to park during church, because we do have church services on Saturday night as well. But, we have the parking. We have all of 4th Street, and you have all of Cybert Street to park. So I really don't think there's any really excuse why you can't come. Not to mention that, we made it a little bit more homier, so it'll feel more close. It'll be more of like a family get-together than this big, huge bazaar that you don't really know anybody. You never know who you might see.
Awesome. Sounds good. And what time does everything start up?
Friday night we run 5 to 9. Saturday is noon to 9. And Sunday we have a pasta dinner in the morning, 12 to 3. And then the grounds will be open from 4 to 9.
Okay. Well, I know I'm excited. I know a lot of people out there are excited. And hopefully we can fill up this parking lot with cars and fill up that tent and get some money and help everybody out and enjoy some good food. Thank you both, Lawrence. I appreciate your time. And thank you. And hopefully you can come out to the MPP Festival this weekend in Hazelton. Stay tuned. Beth is in with sports only on WYLN.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazelton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center. Nestled within the quiet town of Weatherly, PA, we offer our residents and their families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Hazelton General Hospital as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit within our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range's Trap, Skeet, and Sporting Clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazelton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rockland. 384-2314.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Tracy Earhart, a phys ed teacher who went through a lot of pain and a lot of different treatments, but now she's back in the game thanks to good chiropractic care. Her story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
The Phillies and Chase Utley have agreed on a 2-year contract extension reportedly worth $27 million. Vesting options are tied to the time he spends on the field. Due to a variety of knee problems and right thumb surgery in 2010, Utley has averaged only 100 games in 3 seasons prior to 2013. This season, Utley is hitting .275 with 15 home runs. The Phillies have claimed well-traveled outfielder Casper Wells off of waivers from the White Sox. The Phillies are the 5th organization he has been with this season. In 38 games with the White Sox, he hit just .167 lifetime. He's a .246 hitter. Mike Vick will start for the Eagles in the preseason opener tomorrow night against the New England Patriots, but don't read into that too much. Nick Foles will start the second preseason game against Carolina next week. Vick and Foles are in a battle for the starting spot. The two have been in a rotation since the opening of camp. The NHL is not taking over the New Jersey Devils. That's what Commissioner Gary Bettman says, responding to a story in the Newark Star-Ledger. The Devils have had financial problems and they may be sold. The 76ers ownership is reportedly interested. However, Bettman says even if the club is sold, it won't be moved. And the San Francisco 49ers are the favorite to win the Super Bowl. That's what a computer program called the Predictolator says. It simulated the NFL season 50,000 times and says the Niners won 20.1% of the simulations. Denver is the second favorite, winning the Super Bowl 14.6 of the time. Now, we do have a couple scores in for you. Philadelphia won earlier in the day 12-1 over the Cubs. The Mets win 2-1 over Colorado. Pittsburgh wins in 10 innings 5-4, and the Yankees had the night off. Stay tuned. Joe G's coming back with your weather next.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Hey, neighbor. Lousy weather, huh?
This is not a good time.
For it to be raining and my satellite dish to lose its signal? Man, I heard that. Mind if I watch your cable?
Look, my kid's having a sleepover.
Right. I'll just watch it on your bedroom set.
Service Electric Digital Cable with On Demand. The best TV in the neighborhood.
Off the Beaten Path. New episodes coming soon, only on WYLN.
Well, we're at 69 outside our television station in Hazleton. The dew point number's up, so you walk outside, you feel a little bit of humidity in the air. And now we have 0.04 of an inch of precipitation since the midnight hour. Satellites, radar, actually it's just radar because we know it's overcast in just about every location because it's raining in many locations. You can see some of the rain throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and we're going to have to deal with some of this unsettled weather even as we head into tomorrow. 60s we did for lows. Today, getting up into the 70s and 80s. It is now 76 at the Avoca Airport, 72 in Mount Pocono, 75 in Selinsgrove. Still in the 70s in the Wyoming Valley area. And again, we have some rain on and off throughout our viewing area and throughout the entire state of Pennsylvania. That weather trend stays with us through tomorrow. Tomorrow night, This finally will break this pattern, shaving the way for a pretty nice looking weekend. Maybe some locally heavy downpours for tomorrow, but still remaining below average the next several days. Extended forecast brought to you by The Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. We're only going to continue to remain in the 70s over the next several days. No significant warm-ups anytime soon, taking us right through the ending of next week.
Wow, so tomorrow's the warmest day for a while then.
Yeah, and you feel the humidity tomorrow as well.
Okie dokie. The good news just keeps on rolling.
It does.
Well, I guess we'll just keep our fingers crossed that the humidity leaves and the warm temperatures, they'll come back.
Yeah, just no fall or winter-like weather anytime soon.
Agreed.
Have a good night, everybody. The team will be back here tomorrow night at 10.